Hey everybody, welcome to DragonAge Origins, Drummond 2010 here. Just going to do a bit of a let's play with it. The game's relatively old now, but still it's a good game. Not many people really play it, I don't think, these days. But just going to dive straight in with it, no messing about. I will warn you now, there are quite a few long cutscenes at the beginning of the game, but nothing major. So just gotta hope that it all goes well. Just gotta make sure nothing happens, although I don't think it will do. Pardon me, I just burped, by the way. So yeah, as you'll have seen, we do have DLC for it, but I'm just gonna play the normal one, mainly for the fact that I find it the best way to do it. And so is the golden city blackened, with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it.
Yeah, they destroyed it.
They were
The
cast
idiots.
out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven Kingdoms were
Because
the
they're small and fat.
and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we
But
neared
not all dwarfs are
annihilation.
small and fat. You'll find out that I quite like dwarfs. That's because you can... There's Gimli from Lord of the Rings, but hey, that doesn't matter. Dwarfs are cool. But I want one of them. I wanted them to protect me.
Until the Grey Wardens
Grey
came.
Wardens!
Men and women from every race.
Best warriors
and
ever.
mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail.
Grey Wardens are awesome. Especially the dwarf one.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
If I'm right, that guy's called Duncan.
We are few now,
And
our warnings have been ignored
Grey
for
Warden
too
guy.
long.
I think he's the leader of the Grey Wardens. So yeah, he's really cool and awesome, as you can tell. Just casually kicks things off cliffs.
For I have seen with my own eyes.
Because he's that awesome.
Lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
And here we go. Get to make my character. Male or female. I'm gonna go male because it's an obvious choice. You've got 3 different classes: human, elf, and dwarf. Each class does have its own like benefits to it, like different +1s on different attributes, etc. So yeah, it depends on what you are, what you want to be, and what kind of player you want to be as well. I choose dwarf because dwarfs are cool. So yeah, they're like big umpa lumpers. Dwarfs are. I go for warrior as well because I like to just run in there and start slicing people up. You've got a choice of 2 different backgrounds for dwarf. You've got either dwarf commoner or dwarf noble. It's just about like how you spent your childhood. It will affect how the game starts as well. So yeah, but it doesn't affect much else other than that. Time for the name. I'm gonna go with Timsy. So yeah, if you want to know where Timsy came from, let me know.
Greetings.
And just pop it in a comment or something, and I'll tell you where it came from. I don't spend ages making my character look like me or anyone that I think it should look like or look good. I just go with presets, just scroll through them all, find one that I like, and then use that one. So I go for that one because he's got an awesome beard. Attributes: strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, cunning, constitution. I'm not a very magic-y person, so I don't use magic really. Obviously, everybody wants strength, dexterity, willpower, cunning, and constitution because they are all rather important. These are all different skills you can learn, like coercion. I went for coercion. These are different like talents, which are basically different attacks, different ways of using weapons, etc. Like these all require like different different attributes to be higher or lower. Like they also include like the range, stuff like that, cooldown times. You already have the shield pummel, so nothing much to worry about there. With me being a actual warrior type, I just want to go for the warrior ones to start off with. I'm going to play it on hard because it's got friendly fire on, which makes it more realistic. Even though it inflicts half damage, it's still on. And also it makes the enemies a little bit harder, but that's not much of a problem really. And now let's hear about the ancient Dwarven Kingdom.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining Dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the Dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the Dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Iduken, the 9th Iduken ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige.
That's not my
Today, a
guy.
feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening
Oh.
move towards real power
He's coming to see
in the
me.
ever-changing game of Dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent.
I don't have an interest in UK politics. Why would I
couldn't
have
find the
one in
armor's matching
Dwarven?
dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast? Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
I'm not to be mocked.
I'm sorry, my lord. The festivities
Why would I
put
want
me
to be
in an odd mood.
mocked? Especially by someone who just waltzes in here and mocks me.
Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance.
I'm
at
the
feast, but
king's
there's no
son.
rush. The noble
You're
family
not.
heads will spend
Screw
hours
you.
boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. The usual. This lord had my cousin killed. This lord seduced my wife. This lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first. They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the
This
honorable
lord
man
did
in
what
a
I
den
was
of
planning
thieves
to
and
do to
assassins.
him, but he did it first.
The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean...
Yeah, why is that? Because
I'll
you're a
practice
big
my cheering.
wimp. You want me to go and fight because you can't.
Right behind you, my lord.
I don't actually
Please,
know what
hours
the
until the
provings
feast.
are. I'm guessing it's like a little tournament type thing. And I don't know where they are either. But hopefully after a quick look around, I'll know. Also, if you are planning on playing this game, I would say pick up everything you can and then sell it. Because you'll want the gold to buy better equipment and stuff. So it always works out nice. So yeah, just having a quick look around my bedroom, not much here. Picked up everything I could see. Let's have a chat with him. Mum, is that all I can say?
Yes, I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second.
Ah,
May the stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride.
what's the
Not much that you
stone?
don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single
Oh,
vote.
bless him.
My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you. As you will.
Well, it's nice to see some people care enough to nominate him. Although this guy doesn't seem to be much use. All he does is stand around and yap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Who's she? That's what I'm interested in. Let's go find out.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the
Who's
hall.
Prince Balin?
Forgive me.
Whoever he is. I want his mistress. Mainly because
it seems she's
I
one
can
of
do
your
what
brother
I want,
Balin's
because I'm
newest,
gonna be
companions.
king one day.
Prince Balin is attending the feast being held
Yeah.
in Lord Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would
I
return to...
can...
I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave.
No, stay. No, I'll let it go. She doesn't seem too nice. My brother can have her.
Thank you. I will go now.
Right, what can we get from the chest? Only rogues can. No, that's not fair. Should have been a rogue. Should have been a rogue. Would have made much more sense.
I am proud to serve the Dragon. Think
Well, I
again.
can't go in my father's room, so he's not in there. I'm gonna guess.
I am at your
Oh,
service.
people at my service.
I am at
People at my service. People at my service. People at my people at my people at my service. Even more people at my service. Wow, that's awesome.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
Hmm.
I can't wait to see who's fighting
Where are the
today.
provings, though? That's what I need to know. Just to check my...
My lord,
Talk to him again. He can't tell me. No, no.
as you will.
How annoying. Let's check my map. Anything there? No. Marvelous.
I went to watch the provings.
See, he went to watch them. Where are they?
Possible.
And that door's locked as well. You know what? Let's just go to the feast. See what's going on in there.
My lord, I do.
Lord Ronin
Many
Dace.
thanks for your willingness to hear me out.
See what he's got to say.
I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Hope it's nothing important.
There is a vote coming before the assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste, lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to
See where they come from, yeah?
to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Nah. Yeah, will do.
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. Or to be more simple,
Let's see what everybody else has to say first, though, mate. Let's go see Lady
You're a...
Helmy.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did. Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you. If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
So this is Lord Dace's way to cover his losses.
Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmy, Bimo, I Dukin.
'Tis a shame. He seemed like a really nice lad.
You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
Right.
If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called surface cast are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two.
So I've already lied to one
You're
person.
welcome. Remember this when my house needs your assistance.
And now I'm gonna just go back on what I said. Because I'm a lying dwarf. Let's go see what my dad's got to say.
My king, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Yes, we are.
Denial
Yes,
of
we
the
will.
traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare
Yeah,
us through the
you got
rank.
company, alright.
Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's
Whoa,
armor.
whoa, whoa,
Are
whoa,
you
whoa.
ready
No
to
one
be
told me I
presented
was
to the
wearing
heads of the
old
noble
man
houses?
armor. Of course I'm ready, father. No, there would be no better time.
So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question, prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House
is
Dace,
it.
speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called service caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
The surface dwellers are less than men.
Are you satisfied, Lord Dace? Do you feel you have learned something about the prospect?
Yes, my king.
Then if there are no
Good.
other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander.
Because I just lied.
Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head
Woo,
of Ferelden's Grey
Duncan!
Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching.
So I've got to go
the
find my
or
brother.
getting some rest in his
How marvelous. Of course, father. So now we either have to go to the provings or his bedroom.
Walk
Provings, I don't want to go to my brother's bedroom. Right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. If you'd like to watch the next ones, feel free.